Hey friends, welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. Now I know what you must be wondering. Claudia, why are you wearing a turtleneck in the middle of June? Yes, I'm aware of this myself. It's because Canada is cold. Okay, it's cold. It's June and I've had to wear my winter coat and I still have my winter wardrobe out, but we shall roll with it. Anyways, you're not here for a weather report. So I'm very happy to have you here today because I'm here to share with you 5 simple and minimalist and easily customizable bullet journal spread ideas for homemaking, home management, and organization. Now, before we start, I do want to say that all the links to my supplies can be found in the description box below. So please be sure to check those links out. And also feel free to modify these spreads to how you see fit, because maybe you're a full-time homemaker, or you're a working parent, or perhaps you're a student. And so what I hope for you to take away from this video are just spread ideas that can spark some inspiration in you so that you can create spreads that perfectly suit the season of life you find yourself in. And lastly, please be sure to subscribe and also check out this bullet journal playlist right here if you want to check out more bullet journal spread ideas or journaling advice. And now without further ado, let's start. Hello, it's VoiceOver Claudia. The first spread I'm going to show you is a meal planning spread. This will take up 2 pages. This spread covers a whole week's worth of meal planning, and there is even a section for you to write down your grocery list. Taking my brown Mildliner marker, I will divide the page up into 8 sections. This meal planning spread is easily customizable because you can add pages to the spread. So instead of doing 2 pages like I am doing here, you can do 3 or 4 or even more. I'm sectioning the 2 pages into 8 parts, so 7 sections correlate to 7 days of the week, and then the last section is the grocery list. You can modify this by dividing the pages up into halves or thirds, or you could even use one entire page to plan a day's worth of meals. Now I will stamp out the headers for each section, Sunday to Saturday, and then the grocery list. The spread I am making here is the exact same spread I use to do my meal planning. I personally don't write in detail the exact meals we have. I just include the major components, like the protein we'll be having, and then maybe a couple of more ingredients. I also don't write down snacks since we're not huge snackers, and I don't need to plan out snacks in advance. It's totally up to you and how you want to design the spread since we all plan meals differently. I plan for 2 people, we intermittent fast, we almost always eat keto, and we're not big on snacking. Those are our eating habits and lifestyle choices. You may be meal planning for a family of 5, or perhaps you don't do the traditional 3 meals a day thing, so maybe you'll need a lot more space than what I currently work with. As you can see, I'm further dividing each section into 3 parts. I have breakfast, dinner, and a prep area. It's not like I don't eat lunch. I personally intermittent fast to the late morning or early afternoon on some days. I do have a couple of snacks in between my meals, so don't worry, I do have a big appetite. You should definitely see me at an all-you-can-eat sushi restaurant because it's quite shocking to see how much food I can fit in my tummy. So yeah, I just call my first meal breakfast for the sake of simplicity. The prep section is an area for me to jot down any food item that I would either need to thaw out for the next couple of days or any food item that I should wash and cut up. I also divide the list section into 2 parts. The first part is the grocery list, so I usually buy groceries 1 to 2 times a week. The second part is for household supplies. This can include stationery, home goods, cleaning products, tools, etc. I like including a grocery list in my meal planning spread because when I'm planning out meals, I have an exact list of the foods I'm working with for the week. So I'm always clear on what we have in the fridge and pantry so there's never any food wastage. And also, we love food too much, so we'll definitely clear the fridge out in no time. Spread number 2 is an inventory list. The one I'm making here is a household supplies inventory. You can certainly customize this spread and make it into a pantry inventory or even a freezer inventory list. Here I'm just stamping out the header. I'm calling this 1-page spread Household Inventory. Another way to modify the spread is by adding more pages to this one. It all depends on how you categorize your inventory, or in this case, your household supplies. It also depends on how much space you need to document the supplies you have and the supplies you will need to purchase. I am sectioning the spread into 4 categories. We have cleaning, toiletries, health, and miscellaneous. On the right side of each section, I will draw a line down to divide it into 2 parts. The left side will be where you will write down your products, and then the right side is where you do your inventory. This is what the spread looks like. It is super bare, so if you want to add some color, definitely go for it. I'm just keeping this plain and simple because I want to show you the skeleton of each spread so you can build upon this foundation. And here I am filling in the spread. I'm just writing down a bunch of examples of what you could put in each inventory category. And a way to document your inventory is by perhaps drawing a circle to indicate the amount of items you have. And then when you are currently using an item or you are finished with a product, you can X out that circle. And this is what the inventory spread looks like. Spread number 3 is a cleaning schedule spread. And for this one, let's add some color to it. I'm stamping out the header and I'm just calling it cleaning schedule. This spread will take up 1 page, but you can definitely extend this to 2 pages or more. I'm sectioning this page off into 7 parts. The first 6 sections of the spread will be for the days of the week, so we do Sunday to Friday because Saturday for us is a day of rest. It's the Sabbath. And then the 7th part of this spread is a daily cleaning section. This is where I can list out all the cleaning responsibilities I do each day. So this spread has a ton of potential and modifications because everyone has a different system in cleaning their home. The purpose of this spread is for you to have a bird's eye view of the things you need to clean, all categorized and scheduled in a way that suits your lifestyle. You can categorize your cleaning schedule spread in accordance to the locations of your home. Like one category could be the bedroom and another one could be the bathroom. And you could even label the locations as zones. Or you could categorize your cleaning responsibilities by days of the week. If you have never cleaned on a schedule before, I do encourage you to try it out instead of letting all your chores pile up to the last minute. You don't have to overwhelm yourself with a ton of responsibilities to do every day. Just start off small and you'll figure out your schedule as you go. I personally like keeping my home very clean, and so I do a little bit of cleaning every day versus putting it off for a week or 2 and then needing to dedicate 2 full days to salvaging the place. And also, before you go ahead and list out all the chores you would idealistically do each day of the week, I do want you to take into consideration your energy levels, your other responsibilities like your work, your family, events, appointments, and things of that nature. You most likely won't be cleaning all day every day unless it's like your full-time job or something. So I do recommend monitoring what you do each day of the week and then figure out what chores would work best on that day. For example, maybe laundry day should be on a Sunday for you because you need fresh clothes for work on Monday. Or maybe you need to vacuum twice a week because you've got pets at home. So you could schedule in which days would be best to vacuum and evenly space out your vacuuming sessions. Like I usually vacuum on Mondays and Thursdays or Sundays and Wednesdays. It really depends. And this is what the cleaning spread looks like, all filled in. The 4th spread is a wish list. I've included a wish list as a homemaking and organization spread idea to make because, at least for me, the more I clean and organize my home, the more I get to know the space I live in, and therefore the more informed I am about what my home could need, whether it be for aesthetics or for function. So I thought it would be fun to create a 2-page wish list spread that's sectioned into 8 different categories. The 8 sections are the bedroom, bathroom, kitchen, dining, kids, living room, outdoors, and clothing. These are just examples of possible categories you could use. Please do modify your categories to suit the stage of life you find yourself in. As I am filling out this spread, I've included the brand name of the object as well as the price. I think that way you can really get a good glimpse of how much things cost. And that's the wish list spread. The fifth and final spread is a classic spread on this channel, the Rolling Weekly. If you have not been on this channel before or if you don't know what this spread is all about, the Rolling Weekly is basically a catch-all of all your weekly tasks. It gives you a bird's eye view of all your to-dos for the week ahead. There are many ways in which you can create a Rolling Weekly. I personally like using a marker because it helps me see each day of the week clearly. If you would like to know more about the Rolling Weekly, I've made a ton of videos on it, so please do check them out in the cards and in the description box. And here is the Rolling Weekly. And now let me show you how I fill it in. At the beginning of the week, I brain dump all the tasks I know that are coming up. And of course, throughout the week, I will add on more and more onto the to-do list. Then I assign the task to the day it will be done. So I draw a circle under the assigned day or days because there will be definitely some tasks that will require consecutive days to be completed. I then draw a line to connect the day and the task together. When I complete a task, I cross it out. If I need to migrate a task onto the next week's Rolling Weekly spread, I draw an arrow to indicate migration. And that's the Rolling Weekly. Here is a flip through of all 5 spreads. These may seem super bare, but I hope in showing you these spread ideas in its simplest form, it will give you clarity and inspiration to build upon what you've seen today. And that's the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching. Those are my 5 simple and minimalist homemaking and organization spreads for your bullet journal. Please do let me know in the comments down below if you are going to try any of them out, or if you're going to modify them, or if you personally create spreads yourself that help you with keeping your home life in order. And I very much encourage you to tag me on Instagram or hashtag like Claudia Kai or something so I can check out your spreads too. Please do tag me in your posts or DM me your posts or tag me in your stories because I am now back on Instagram. I'm kind of getting back into being active. We'll see how that goes. I'm not great at social media, to be honest, and as you can tell, but I'm trying. I really am trying, and I want to be more active in a healthy and balanced way. So please say hello to me on Instagram. I would love to see your posts and your designs and what you've been up to because we are friends and I want to know more about you and I want to know how you've been doing since I've been away. And so yeah, let's catch up on Instagram too. Thank you very much for watching. Please do like and subscribe if you haven't already, and take care, stay safe, stay healthy, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!